Before we take questions from you guys, so get your questions ready. I do want to. You said something about not letting this get like the old Pistons were when they just were let, to go away and they got nothing for them. The same thing happened in '87 with the Tigers when they all left. When Gibson and Parrish and Morris, they were all allowed to leave and they got nothing for them. Whitaker was allowed to retire, got nothing. Alan Trammell retired, got nothing.
And then they went all those bad years.
That's why we sit here to this day. They still have not won a division. In '06, they were the wild card, thanks to the one game. We talked about the Kansas City game. One game makes a difference.
Buddy a day off, right?
Where do you think they stand now? Do they actually have the shot finally to win their first division in 22 years?
They have a shot.
No, will they?
Will they? No.
You say, will they have a shot? And then you say no.
No. He said, will they win the division?
Will they? I want to know, will they
have a shot? They're going to be in it till the end, but I say no because they have nobody who can hit the ball with the exception of Cabrera, basically.
And not only that, it's hitting with runners in scoring position. I've never seen a team.
They can't get sacrifice flies.
They can't get a guy on third base with less than 2 outs.
It's amazing.
And until the other day, Miguel Cabrera went 2 months, 2 full months. He had 5 hits with runners in scoring position, all singles. You will not win a division when your big hitter can't produce in the clutch.
And the biggest problem with the team, and his favorite general manager, Dave Dombrowski, has done a good job with bringing up pitchers from the minor system. He has been horrific at developing a position player. There is not one positional player.
How about horrific in signing
positional player? Well,
Stoney's right.
We know that, but I'm just talking about
cannot develop a positional.
They don't have a positional player.
Thomas might be that guy.
Come on, he's a
Ryan Rayburn. He's trying.
Please,
I'd rather have Gene Rayburn.
These are his offerings.
But and they're being crippled by these ridiculous Dontrelle Willis, Nate Robertson, Jeremy Bonderman. Go on and
don't forget, they also gave Sheffield a 2-year extension and then had to eat $14 million. And you know what they're looking for? Somebody to provide protection in the lineup. Wasn't that shocking?
Well, I thought
I think easily they're still paying easily.
That's kind of their history.
And Tony Clark.
You know what? I almost forgot about what is this guy? It's Cruz, not Cruz. What is this guy? Was hurt, just came back off the DL.
Carlos Guillen.
I almost forgot about Carlos Guillen. But I mean,
they're saying
he had a nice stretch, like 3 or 4 games where he had some nice hits.
Right.
And they said, now we don't have to go out and get anybody that can hit.
I mean,
the bottom line is, when we were talking about this before we started tonight, when you have Brandon Inge as an all-star, and his career batting average is .240, and everybody thinks that he's like the primo third baseman in the major leagues, there's a problem.
Something he does stokes people in this town. He's been here 9 years.
Because he's a white guy that hustles.
Maybe.
I said it.
He's our Pete Rose.
Maybe.
Well, I think if you look at the Tigers real quickly, you have to look at a few guys. If they're going to win their division, because it's horrible, so they probably will be able to stay in it. Chicago.
I don't care about staying in it. Are they going to win the division?
Well, I would say
it's a terrible division.
Well, right. I mean, they have a chance.
Right.
But Cabrera has to be as hot as he was, in the second half last year. I mean, he really came on. He's a key. Their starting pitcher, or the 3 of them, Jackson, Washburn, and now Verlander. And Verlander, I think, is finally arrived. They have to get it done. Brandon Lyon has to remain steady and do it. Fernando Rodney. He blew his first save last week. So
I think he's been great.
So he has been great.
He's not been an issue.
Those are a lot of big hits for the Tigers. But
Tiger relievers go.
But the fact, I don't think that the Tigers at this point, unless they can improve their clutch hitting, because the key factor that you have to look at is under Jim Leyland. After the All-Star break, the Tigers are horrible. They're abysmal.
And right now they are such a horrible team on the road that it's going to bite them in the butt.
They've lost 17 of the last 23
The one bright spot is if for some reason they do survive to come out of this division, it'd be the worst division winner in baseball history possibly, with the exception of the '06 Cardinals, right?
Yeah, right.
Is the fact that Verlander, Jackson, and Washburn in a short series, you have 3 really good pitchers.
That's how Minnesota beat the Tigers.
No, you can. You're right. In a short series.
You know what's weird? The Tigers are actually built better for the playoffs than they are for the regular season.
But not to get to the right. I totally agree. Those 3 guys starting in the series could win, but they would have to get a couple of hits, and that's just the only thing. Because we saw them when the season second half started, they lost 4 out of 5 games by the score 2-1. Right. Yeah, and that can happen if you don't get any clutch hits.
Here's the problem. It all started when Maglio Ordonez cut his hair, man. It's like
he did it for charity.
Samson losing his life.
He's got 5 home runs.
Well, in all seriousness, Maglio Ordonez suddenly just losing it has really had a profound effect on him.
Well, there's your guy. All right, look.
Stop taking the stuff.
Just a yes or no. Do they win the division?
No.
Stop taking the clear.
Anybody with the division?
Who do they have the last weekend of the? Say
They played
Minnesota.
the last 10 games.
Say
Minnesota and the White Sox.
Right,
Say
Even though they've had this
Chicago.
incredible
Oh, I
schedule
love
as
that.
well, the second half.
You know, Yuri Hugler is going to be back maybe next season. He's not coming back this year. Is that I would
Much ado about nothing.